And we are back. And we are back. We got knocked offline again. I apologize for the technical difficulties, boomers. This is part 2. We got knocked. Well, it's actually part 3. The first part we got knocked off very early. So this will be part 2 of the live stream. Bitcoin rising from the ashes. Blockchain Susha says Cardano's a very ambitious project. If they deliver, in all honesty, they're still about 2 years from a fully functional blockchain, says Blockchain Susha. That very well could be. It's a very ambitious project, and hopefully they deliver sooner than later. So the guys like Revolutionists could kaboom out there. Yo, champs. Yeah, okay, we're back. We're back. Guys, we got hit with an IED. It looks like we got knocked offline. It said that there was no internet connection or whatnot, but we're back. It's okay. Nope, time to short, says Ari. Okay, this could be a dead cat bounce. We're talking about if it's Bitcoin's rising from the ashes or not. And, you know, me personally, I think that you got to prepare yourself for either or. This could be, you know, the kaboom and the rise of the phoenix, or we may have to wait all throughout 2019 and have these dead cat bounces, these back and forth. Now, the probability of things staying low is probably higher right now than things going up, to be a 1,000 with you. But is it time to short? We never short Bitcoin. It's bad luck out here. Funny Bunny's eating your internet wires out there. Yeah, it looks like... we may have some rodents out there eating the wires. Shout out to revolutionists out there. Guys, comment there in the population of the chat box. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. We got knocked off there with the other live stream. But, you know, champagne's back. I'm not trying to, you know, run from you guys. You guys give me energy. We're back again. Yes, indeed, Rafter Man. We're back again. The energy's correct, although we get knocked off. This could be on my end. I don't know. It seems like my open broadcast software, which is what I use here to stream live, whatnot, is having problems even displaying the screen. I'm trying to share my screen and I get a black thing out here. So, you know, I'm going to have to go ahead and troubleshoot maybe today or sometime so that we can get it up and running so that we can have a good live stream health in the green. Sorian says, I'm not scared because I trust Bitcoin. I'm sure it will hit 50,000. And I could believe that. I think eventually it could. Of course, we need to get to the all-time highs first. But on that hand, Sorian, I still think that there's a possibility that we could be in a semi-bear market for 2019. Okay, we got to be prepared for that. So, you know, but by 2020, I do expect things to go to all-time highs, if not past that. So, you know, we're here for that mid to long-term range. Moneybag says, so what's a great alternative for Coinbase? You may want to check out Gemini. Gemini is another alternative to Coinbase out there, Moneybags. And there are regulators or whatnot for those that no such thing as bad luck. It's just irrational not to take these beautiful shorting opportunities. It will kaboom soon, brethren, but it's still bearish. Well, if you believe that there's no such thing as bad luck, good for you. You know, it will kaboom soon. I don't know if that's true. It's still bearish. I think that's true as well. We seem not to agree on everything, but I respect your opinion. Thanks for sharing it, Ari. All-time high, I believe, comes after the halvening, says Rafterman. It could come after or right before. I think sometime around there. Audio is out and it's a fix now. Yeah, we're fixing with the audio. Again, guys, I apologize for the technical difficulties today, but we're all good. It cut out for a sec. Yeah. But we're back. Shout out to guys like Moneybags X69. I'm glad you're here on the live stream, Moneybags. I know that you usually catch the replays, but you're here. Seems like since we're streaming a little later than usual, maybe you're able to catch us live. Thanks for tuning in. D-Rock says, I did a consensus from friends that aren't into crypto to see if they'd be interested in buying at these prices. 0 are interested. Might take a little for new money. And that's true, D-Rock. I agree with you. I think it's going to take a little bit more time for retail money to come in. And I've talked about this before. I think that Bitcoin has been pulling the wagon, pulling the cart here for some time. And it's been that innovative technology. It's been that killer tech that so many want, and it's kaboomed, okay, and it's dragged all these coins behind it. But I think that when it comes to the other coins, there hasn't been another killer coin right now that has brought a lot of retail money in, except Ethereum, and that's nowhere near Bitcoin levels. So what is the killer coin that's going to bring those new retail investors? I think that at this point with crypto, we can't just float the boat only with Bitcoin. There needs to be another coin out there that really brings that new money in. And at this point, I don't know which one it is. There's plenty of speculation. I like EOS. Cardano's led by revolutionists out there. And we got some good coins. I mean, even Litecoin, I think that has a use case. But where is the killer DApp? Where is the coin that's similar to Bitcoin in the fact that it's going to bring a lot of people in, that innovative, that revolutionary technology? I haven't seen it yet. Now, there's a lot of promise. There's a lot of things that I like, but has it delivered like Bitcoin? No. So I think that, Bitcoin will continue to lead the charge, but we're going to need another coin to come in and really, bring some more retail investors in. We saw that happen to a certain degree last year with Ethereum and the ICOs or whatnot, but, it's only a drop in the bucket compared to what Bitcoin has done in the past. I would love for the market to run sideways for another year, says Blockchain Susha. All my bags will be bursting at the seams. I'm greedy. Yeah, I mean, this is a great time. Who's getting into crypto at these prices? D-Rock, it could be institutions, that they're setting themselves up. They want to sell to the normies out there and they want to push it. So it could be them accumulating during this time. Moneybags, do you have a silver channel, says the revolutionist. Moneybag says, it's been a while. Work schedule got me messed up, but always here, champ. Shout out to you, Moneybags. I see your comments. I appreciate you. And Moneybag says, yes, silver. Okay, so you do have a channel. I don't know. Let us know if you have a channel. I'll shout you out if you're covering the silver, because I like the metals out there. I'm not covering them personally, but Champagne holds a little metals, and I've showed them here in the past. I've showed you some of the silver coins or whatnot. So, I think that cryptos and precious metals are brothers. They work in tandem. Yeah, champ, too many promises. They need to produce their products and push this market. I agree, D-Rock. I agree. Revolutionist says, champ, if I held lights, I would dump it into Cardano because the team is very strong, whereas Litecoin founder has done a runner like a funny bunny. And you know what? You could be absolutely right, Revolutionist. And I've said this before. I just kind of feel like a sucker, running out of the position when it's at an all-time low. Maybe if there's a little, spike in price, maybe I'll dump it because, it's a stinky bag. And I'll tell you this, I'm more attracted to Cardano at this moment than I am with Litecoin. That's to keep it 1,000 with you. Okay, Moneybag says, no, he doesn't have a silver channel. So, okay, maybe you should open one up then. Remember that over-the-counter sales never show up in the market. For all we know, institutions are loading up on Bitcoin and buying over-the-counter. Yeah, and we've talked about that before. Nano, that's a great point. Thanks for sharing. D-Rock says, you see what GM did with their stock? They've been accumulating their stocks back over the years and even after they got bailed out. Now they're closing plants manipulation. I don't know exactly, but I was at the gym earlier this morning and I saw the headlines there on the television about GM, or they closed the plants or whatnot. So I saw it. Champagne doesn't really watch TV here at home, and I get to see the headlines when I go to the gym, and they're pumping the poison out there. They're pumping the mainstream media poison out there to the masses. So I catch some of the headlines. Perhaps maybe there is, exactly, there you go. Could this be similar with crypto? And that could be true, D-Rock. That's definitely good intuition. That could be similar. I mean, it's been done in the silver markets. If you want to look to JP Morgan has been manipulating the silver markets, apparently. Someone was just charged, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the details, but you may want to research there, JP Morgan, silver manipulation. Maybe we can learn more. True African says, champ, what's up, bro? Been enjoying the crypto sale. Kaboom. Let me throw a bomb for you. Shout out to True African out there. He's enjoying the sale. And so many people are enjoying this sideways market. And it could be a good thing out there. It could be a good thing. Shout out to you, True African. Nano says, D-Rock, yes, the U.S. taxpayers bailed those greedy scumbags out back in 2008. Now they want another $3.8 billion to restructure their companies. Shaking his head. Yeah, it's funny out there. It's funny. That's why we need sound currency, okay? And that's why Bitcoin's here. Satoshi himself wrote it in the Genesis block that these companies have been bailed out. And that's why Bitcoin's here. It's an alternative. That's why it's funny to me when there's people out there, these white knights, these virtue signalers, that they're trying to petition to stop Bitcoin from dumping lower to the SEC and Federal Reserve. I'm here reading it on CoinGape, and I'm wondering if this is fake news just to socially engineer something. That's what it is. Can we do a quick crypto watch, champ? I would love to, money bags, but I'm having technical difficulties today. I'm trying to share my screen and I'm getting a black here, so I'm gonna have to troubleshoot. I'm not able to share screens today, so we're just gonna have to rock with the voice here, just the audio, and maybe we could do that another time. But I ran down the markets, let you guys know that things are 138 billion. And the Bitcoin dominance is at 53.4 with Bitcoin at about 42 and change. Let me hit refresh, 42.71. So it's increasing. It's looking good today. It's looking good. So we may have hit some sort of a bottom yesterday. Things are spiking back up today. But you got to be treading lightly out there. This could be a fake out move. We don't know. We don't know. I mean, we could be going back to 5,000 and 6,000 quickly, or we can dip, dive, and slide lower. I mean, I shared the Bitcoin bubble comparisons in the past, and we've seen that things have dumped from their all-time highs as much as 94% back in was it 2011, if I'm not mistaken, or sometime thereafter. Anyhow, I mean, we've seen major losses from all-time highs in the past, and then things kaboom. Right now we're about where we were at. $3,700 was slightly over 80 to 85% of a loss from the all-time high at $20,000. If we lose more than that, let's say if we lost 90% from an all-time high at 20,000, you could do the math. That would put Bitcoin lower than 3,000. So you got to be careful out there. That's not to say that we haven't found the bottom and things are starting to stabilize. I think it's just too early to call. We got to wait, maybe give it to the end of the week or till next week and kind of wait till the waters kind of calm down out there. D-Rock says, I think these big money movers make these waves to pull more of their assets back into their hands since the public's bought into their promises, always going back into the pockets of the greedy and brave. Yeah, there's savages out there. So, you got to, make your own decision, make your own move, and be on the be on the lookout. You got to stay vigilant out there. Don't dump the whole bag at once. Don't try to time the bottom or the top, because perhaps you got sharks in the waters out there, and you got to tread lightly out there. But that's definitely good intuition out there, D-Rock. Could be manipulated just the same way silvers have in the past. Moneybag says, hey, we can buy Bitcoin at Exodus wallet, right? I don't think so. I don't think you could buy Bitcoin at the Exodus wallet. My understanding is that you can exchange other coins for Bitcoin on the Exodus wallet, but I don't think you can outright buy Bitcoin through the Exodus wallet with fiat. I'm not sure, Moneybags. I'm not sure. I know that you can swap out Litecoin for Bitcoin right there within the wallet for a fee, of course. But I'm not sure if you could, start from scratch. Let's say if you just got a Exodus wallet and there's zero in it, and you want to buy Bitcoin, I'm not sure that could happen. Correct me if I'm wrong. Blockchain says you can swap it, not buy. Right. That's my understanding as well, Blockchain. If you want to buy Bitcoin directly with paper currency, with fiat, with regular old, normal money, go ahead and do it on Coinbase. If you spend over $100, I get $10 in Bitcoin. You get $10 in Bitcoin. And we can both win. I have a link down below. There's other exchanges as well. I think Change Jelly and some others that I may have linked down below. Also, you may want to check out Gemini. There's a few exchanges that allow you to buy Bitcoin directly. Okay, there you go. It's because Coinbase finally screwed me. I have to wait 7 days to send Bitcoin. Yeah, that's the funny bunny. That's why we were just saying earlier, if you're going to hold Bitcoin and you're going to handle your bags in Bitcoin, make sure that you put the Bitcoin in your own private wallet. Okay, put the Bitcoin in your own private wallet. That way you don't have to wait 7 days to send Bitcoin. You control the wallet. The thing is that you're leaving the Bitcoin in Coinbase, and they're the ones that control that wallet, not you. So that's the whole point of crypto, is to be your own bank. So, you know, get the Bitcoin and then send it to your own wallet. Rafterman says he loves Gemini. Yeah, Gemini is a good one too. I don't have any links to that, but you could check it out. I think it's Gemini.com, and I've used it in the past before, and I co-sign it. I think it's so far so good. Just on board there, says Rafterman. Indeed. D-Rock says, I'm waiting to hear from the crypto public who's using what to buy, what, and not just hodling. It will be a great day to have a beer and pay for it in crypto form payment. The thing is, out here, D-Rock, since Bitcoin is kind of like the digital gold, you know, it's like saying, you know, would you go and buy a coffee with gold? Have people done that, you know, anytime in the recent past? Not really. It's, you know, Bitcoin has emerged more of a store of value. And I don't expect it, even once crypto is very well adopted by the public, I don't expect people to be using Bitcoin on the daily for small micro transactions. That's why you have other peer-to-peer currencies like Litecoin and others that could serve that demand. So I don't think that that's going to happen with the bits. I think it's going to be more like a gold standard, you know, more like a store of value, if you ask me. Now, there is outfits that accept Bitcoin, okay? You could buy precious metals with Bitcoin. We've talked about this before. I'm going blank here, but some of you guys may want to share it here in the population. You could go ahead and buy metal directly with Bitcoin in a few sites. Now I'm completely blank. Now, I'm sure one of you maniacs would let me know. Also, you could buy plane tickets and hotels on Expedia using Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin is accepted by Expedia. You could also buy retail products on Overstock.com using Bitcoin. So there's some places that, you know, that are major outfits that allow you to use Bitcoin, and there's people that use it. I think eventually people will be able to micro and macro use BTC. You know, I don't know. I don't know, Rafterman, but, you know, let's see. Let's see. I think that Bitcoin has remained more of a store of value. The transaction fees are a little higher than some of the other coins are. So maybe there's other coins that serve that purpose, but I don't see that Bitcoin's going to go anywhere. You could buy property with Bitcoin. Indeed, I've seen property for sale for Bitcoin. Plenty of properties actually for sale. I've shared in the past. There's other websites. The other day I shared someone selling a plane for Bitcoin. I've shared other websites. The white connoisseurs or the white something, I forgot, that they sell luxury products for Bitcoin. So you could buy Lamborghinis, Rolexes or whatnot, fine art. So yeah, there's definitely use case scenarios where people use Bitcoin to buy actual things. Mr. Sharma, I don't know how to pronounce your first name, excuse me. He says, when the world economy crashes, that will be our push to million the rich elites will have no other place to stack their down going fiat. And that's the speculation out here, Bitcoin being a alternative to the funny bunny world fiat economy that we've been operating under. D-Rock says crypto will need to be a zero gas use currency, but which one? Well, I mean, EOS has zero transaction fees. I don't know about a Cardano, but with EOS, there is a one-time fee to set up an account. You need to have the resources, but after that, there's zero fees. And there's others with zero fees for transactions. So, I mean, there's currencies out there that could serve the purpose or just have very little transaction fees. Like, for instance, Litecoin, the fees are a lot less. I was reading somewhere the other day, someone saying, like, I don't know how many millions of dollars worth of Litecoin, and they spent less than $1 in transaction fees, if I'm not mistaken. So there's currencies out there that can do it. Folks, there's billions of dollars in Bitcoin being traded on these exchanges daily, but these are just derivatives. Until you put it in your wallet, all you own is a derivative. Indeed, indeed. Make sure if you want to hodl these coins for the long gunner, guys, make sure you stick it in your own wallet. Make sure that you have the private keys. If you don't have the private keys to your crypto, then somebody else is holding your bag out there. All right. You might as well put your money in the bank out there. And that's the opposite of what we're trying to do here with crypto. We want to be our own banks, be in control of our own value, not let a third party, another man, handle your bags out there. It's not the way that the crypto boomers want to boom. Rafterman, he watched the guy who bought a Lambo with Bitcoin. Yeah, and I have videos out there. I'm going blank with the the titles of the videos, but you could buy all kinds of luxury products with Bitcoin, and I've shared that in the past. Now, I saw that Moneybags is letting us know about AppMex. AppMex is a precious metals website that allows you to buy precious metals with Bitcoin, and there's other ones as well. Mark Jackson reminded us about Overstock. You could buy a bunch of stuff on Overstock with Bitcoin as well. They got Overstock, Expedia, and others. And there's been petitions for Amazon to accept payments, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Now, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't use Facebook, but Facebook Messenger now accepts Litecoin. So I think you could send out Litecoin between the Facebook Messenger. So little by little, you'll see more use case scenarios with this cryptocurrency, and I expect it to grow. Moneybag says, yes, put it in the Exodus wallet. And, you know, it could be the Exodus or the Electrum or whatever wallet you want to get. Just make sure that you hold the private keys out there. That's the main thing, that you have the private keys. The private keys is the combination to the safe. Rafterman says, all over Japan, people using Bitcoin to buy. Yeah. Blockchain Sushi says, Cash App for Bitcoin. I've heard of that, but I don't know about that. Indeed. So, you know, D-Rock, there is, you know, more people using crypto and Bitcoin and others to buy retail products on an everyday basis. But at this point, I think that there's still a lot of speculation, and like guys like myself and others rather spend the fiat and hold the crypto. It's like, you know, you rather hold your gold and spend your paper. So, you know, that's kind of the mentality right now. I think Bitcoin is that store of value because it's doesn't have, inflation, has a fixed circulating supply, as opposed to the dollars. You're holding the dollar every day. That dollar in your pocket has less buying power. So you want to get rid of that dollar and use it to buy something before it's worth less next year. Okay. As opposed to Bitcoin, you want to do the opposite. You want to hold it because it may be worth more in the future. Moneybag says the Cash App, we can buy Bitcoin there. Okay, thanks for letting us know. I have no idea about that. I don't know anything about the Cash App, but if it works, you know, thanks for sharing. D-Rock says, right on, champ. Indeed, indeed. Check it out. And I have videos out there where I share some websites. I'm going blank right now. I think it's the White Purveyors. Check that out, the White Purveyors. You may want to check that out, and all the other websites that we've mentioned. AppMex and a few other precious metal outfits that allow, they accept Bitcoin for metals. All right, guys, we've been streaming for 22 minutes on this part 2 after we got knocked offline. I'll take a few more comments and questions before I tune out. Blockchain Susha is asking, what do you think about Steam It, champ? They fired 70% of their team. I just read that before I went online, and I'll tell you, I mean, it's tough to read that because I really like Steam. I like it, and I've used it a bunch of times. I think it's a cool technology, but there was holes in the boat with Steam. I think that there was a lot of crypto white knights out there, and there was some, for lack of a better word, bullies out there, economic bullies on Steam. That's kind of why, what's this guy's name? This gentleman that's on YouTube that was really booming with Steam, and he went away. Now I'm going blank with his name as well. A white dude that sometimes he wears funny, like he wears a graduation hat. But he was booming on Steam for a while, and then he went away because of the funny bunnies. They fired 70% of their team. The price has plunged down to 30 cents or 40 cents. So it's, it's bad. It sucks to see. Hopefully, we could see another platform, a social media platform that allows people to monetize their content. And I know BAT and other, I think it's Redcoin or some others, they're trying to do some social media stuff. And it may not be the end for Steam. Maybe, maybe it rises from the ashes. Moneybag says, champ, thanks for always being here for us. Are you convinced to hold a bag in TRX? Well, thank you, first of all, for all you guys here with me. Guys like Revolutionists, like Moneybags, like D-Rock, like Rafterman that show love here, like Nano Joe, Jerry Banfield. That's right, Subzone. Thanks for letting me know. But, you know, it's guys like you, Moneybags, and others that keep me going. You guys are here for me as well. You know, it gives me positive energy. So it's not just me being here for the boomers, but the boomers are here for me too. It's a crypto brotherhood. Let me drop a bomb for you. Jerry Banfield, right? A boomer online. And, you know, some people don't like Jerry, but he's a hard worker, and he did a lot to bring people to Steem. But he sold his Dash Master node for Steem, and then he was doing some bot there on Steem for a while, but he had it with Steem. And there was some funny bunnies there on Steem too. Like, you know, the downvoting with Steem, I think, was a bad thing. I think that there was too much power in the downvote, and it was deterring people. That, along with the onboarding process to create an account, it took too long. It took way too long to create an account. Rafterman says, love your stuff, champ. Thank you, Rafterman. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the positive energy. Kaboom to Currency 365. I see you, Currency. One of the few YouTubers here that shows love. Guys, head over there to Currency 365's channel. He's always spreading the good crypto word, along with other economic issues out there that you guys may want to tune into, political and economic issues out there. Currency, I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Revolutionist says, when I get my castle, I would need to get me a princess or two. I like that, Revolutionist. Every castle needs a king and a queen or a few princesses out there. I appreciate you, Revolutionist. And hopefully you get those 2 princesses or 3. Shout out to you. Guys, a few more comments and questions before Champagne gets out of here. This was the second live stream of the day. We got knocked off with the first one, and we can't stop, won't stop. So we're back here spreading that good crypto energy. Shout out to Revolutionist, Currency 365, Rafterman, Sub Free Zone, Moneybags, X69, D-Rock, Lizzo, and the rest of the crypto maniacs worldwide. Bitcoin, is it rising from the ashes? I don't know, but I'm happy to see green on the field, green on the pastures, and the coins being grass-fed today. You know, Champagne likes grass-fed beef, so it's nice to see green on the field. Shout out to Moneybags. He said it's froze again. Let me get out of here for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I can fix up my broadcast software. I was having problems sharing the screen, but it's all good. We got the voice across. We got the good message across, and that's what matters. Thank you for all the maniacs there too that threw a little gratuity there in the population of the chat box, the super chat. I thank you guys. Thank you very much. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.